Hello, my name's Tania Israel, and I'm the recipient of the 2025 APA Award for Distinguished Contributions to Psychology in the Public Interest. Many thanks to BAPI for this honor, and to Doctors Roger Worthington, Theo Burns, Melissa Gray, and M. Matsuno for nominating me. I started doing research on LGBTQ psychology in 1996 with my dissertation on training counselors to work with LGB clients. That led me to become interested in and start investigating therapy experiences of LGBTQ folks. And I've also created interventions such as online activities to reduce internalized stigma. All of this has been relevant to practice, and some of it's actually directly benefited participants. But it's by listening to community that my work really started having a broader public impact. I had initiated a community-based participatory research study with local LGBTQ folks, and together we identified the number one priority they had as freedom from harassment and violence. Our community partner organization took this information to the chief of police, who then mandated a 5-hour training for all sworn officers in our local area. And so then I was able to collaborate with local organizations and law enforcement to provide this training. I gathered data that helped to inform the training, identifying both positive and negative experiences that folks were having, and also evaluated the training, which turned out to be effective. Based on the knowledge that I gained from all of this, I was invited to present at a congressional briefing on the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act. I ended up doing more federal advocacy as well. When I gave a TEDx talk on bisexuality, it put me on the radar of a whole network of people who are doing bisexual advocacy. And they invited me into the network. So I was then able to attend White House bisexual community gatherings and do things like reach out to folks in the Department of Health and Human Services, which led to HHS hosting the first ever program on bisexual health that they've done. So I've found ways not only to support people through the research that I've done, but also by advocating on all of these levels. When I was co-editing the Handbook for Social Justice and Counseling Psychology, I was so inspired by the chapters that I was editing. So here were people who were doing community engagement and advocacy, and I could really see then for myself a path forward through that. And I was so inspired by what they had been doing, and I'm so glad I've been able to do it myself. Then, after the 2016 election, it was clear that there was another problem that we were struggling with in our society. We're having trouble navigating political division and connecting across these political divides. Having done policy advocacy, having worked in local politics, and also having taught listening skills for decades, I thought I might be able to help. So I started doing this work on helping people to address the distress that they're having around political division and also to connect across these divides. In everything that I've done, I have found that the relationship is the most important thing. Whether it's the relationship of law enforcement to local LGBTQ communities, the relationship of advocates to policymakers, or the relationship of people who have different political ideologies. This should not be any surprise to us as psychologists that relationship is so important. I truly value this award, and I hope that it will encourage others to pursue intervention research, community engagement, and policy advocacy, which I found to be so satisfying in my own career. Thank you.